Hello, Amaranth. Welcome in. Hello, Stenholm. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday today, not Monday. Goodness, days of the week are hard. Right, I can move that over there, put that down there. Do this. Gonna go to there. All right. One day, this chat box will work. I'll make it do the thing that it's supposed to do for its existence, but you know, these things happen. Let's jump over to this screen as we wind up to our 6 o'clock formal start time. You'll see we've got the calculator in play today because, you know, it's blackjack. We're going to have to count cards if we're going to succeed. We will make it to hump day. I'm more interested in whatever 3 weeks from today is, I think. Then I've got a week off, and Lordy, I would like a week off. But here we are, Blackjack Challenge, right? New game. Challenges, Blackjack. Gain more stamp multiplier for not going over your target. If you go over too much, you lose. No shops. Play until the end of phase 2. Starting hand, white hand. This shouldn't be so bad, should it? Should it? Give me a mystery sack. Now, power up is probably too many points early. Time bomb, I think, could be strategically deployed down the line. So, right now we can see over here, we need at least 5 pips in 3 rolls with a maximum of 15, otherwise we go bust. So, do I want to use ivory die? Probably. We want to start accumulating some stampage. And that's done. Give me a copper die. And let's try for the 1, 2, 2. These are free. So hopefully that helps. Thank you for the good luck. Where do we want to put these upgrades? Is a fantastic question. If we put it into, if we just dump it into here, when we get the bomb, we can know exactly what we're going to get out of it, and that can scale upwards. This is what it sounds like when I explain Balatro to non-Balatro people. Yeah, when you don't know what's going on, oh boy. Right, we need 17 points in 4 rolls without going over 27. So, we can throw all of this to start. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is our max hypothetical. We got 12. How many ivory dice do we start with? At least 2, apparently. Alright, that takes us to 21, which is over 17, under 27. Skip Elo Dart Tank, welcome in. Now, double dice is tough because it multiplies its inside number by its outside number, which is probably too big a variable for me to deal with. Haunted die, I don't think I want either. I guess I'm taking egg and just hoping to get the stuff. Star ring might be the worst ring we could get because there's no shops, so the extra stars don't matter, but we might be able to use it as a sale. We can sell it for 50 in an emergency, which is a legitimate strategy. I'm going to keep dumping into the greater than 6s. We need 33 with a max of 43. Let's throw that. That's 31. That's 35. Right now, it seems super easy. It's not going to stay this easy. Give me a porcelain figure. An eternal D10 with +2 value per extra die on the table. Yeah, okay. I do love a Kinder Egg. These days, I eat more of like the little bars because I don't need the toys, but I could house a whole pack of those. Hello, Pink Lobster. Thank you for the luck. Dice ring is way too random, because if it rolls a D100, we could lose immediately. Last breath, I think we can take, and then if we're going to definitely score too much, we can sell last breath if we absolutely have to. Right, let's get that to a nice clean round 2. And I'll stick the other one somewhere. So right now the 50 would 2x to 100, and that would be too much. So let's throw this and see how it goes. 50, not bad. 10 plus 2 to itself could be 24 at max. We need 17. We need 7. All right, we're out. Reward card is not great, but you know. Give me a glass die. The base flat 2x is something that I can definitely work with. Hey, Egg, welcome in. Yeah, the reason I'm not doing this on videos is because it would just be hours of me failing, and nobody wants to see like a 16-part series of me failing the challenge, but hanging out with chat while I do a challenge is lovely. Hence the live stream attempts instead. We can do this for free because it's free. Give me the mystery. We've got a 117 to do before the witch. The witch is going to be a real kick in the teeth. Right, we need 117. This is just 100. So now we just need 17. Now we need 8. Now we need 5. All right, we did not go over. We do not need to use last breath right now. These things, I feel like they're just too variable. I mean, we can make it more boring if you want. Wouldn't want to be distracting. No, you guys are here to keep me sane. Hello, Orabol, welcome in. I need you guys to keep me company. Otherwise, I'm going to drown in a mess of numbers. I'm going to take this for the 2x. Do I want the D3s to D4s? Yeah. The goals are getting bigger. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We can reroll bosses now. If you did this challenge before you could reroll bosses, more power to you. We only have to get to the end of phase 2. And we can't remove dice. So if we do the witch and we get curses on dice that we like, it's going to be a problem. So I'm going to reroll the witch. Oh, God. I can keep rolling, but we lose the maximum capacity for our rings. Realistically, I don't expect to get more than like 6 rings, but I think we can work this. If I can see the, what's it called? The fuse on the bomb, I think we might be okay. Let's do another 2.3 there. Okay, what are we working with? Not the stuff I want to see. 5 rolls to get to 250. This is a D20. That's a D6, probably ivory. That's a D10, and those are small. We'll start there. 68. This is 50 times 2.3, 115. If we double that, It's 230. That would be too much. So we can't throw glass die and the guy with the fuse at the same time. Neither can we roll this D12. I think we just have to roll the smallest. Oh, no, wait. Don't throw stuff with it because that other stuff will get destroyed. We can also sell this for 5 if we get that close. Thank you, Abby Meni Ushigoka. I appreciate you so much. Honestly, the best runs were forfeiting some of the malt bonuses, not using all of them. Yeah. Right, we need 63. 63. Let's go with that. We need 44. That's definitely too much. A good D20 could be it. Alright, in one roll, we need 24. Whatever we roll is going to get 4x'd. Okay. Sure. I can't remember what this big die is. No, I cannot remember what that is. We can sell this ring if we're definitely not going to use it. We need one roll to get no more than 49 points. This is a D10. If the D10 rolls a 7, and that is times 2.3, that's 16.1. If we times that by 4, it's 64. That's too much. Oh, God. This is not looking pretty, is it? I don't want to sell this yet if I don't have to. Copper die, yes. So that's a 4x, so that's out as well. I can't stack 4x's right now. This is just a D4. If we get 4 times 1.5 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. That's exactly enough, but that's only a 25% chance we roll that number. Hello, Data Danny. You're only a few moments late. This is our first run, and I can be sure that there's going to be several to come. We got rid of our D3s for D4s at the offer of a question mark reward after one of the last reward rounds. I feel like we need to roll the D10 and just hope it's not too big. Or we sell the ring and roll a D20. What's 20 times 2.3 right now? 46. That would be fine. Loser. We went way over. What was I doing? Was I not paying enough attention? All right. Round number 2. If I was a better streamer, we'd have like a counter somewhere. But I'm not. Oh my God. A gilded last breath? That's a nightmare waiting to happen, right? I like Matryoshka because it gives us an exact defined number. I sold the ring and the ring gave me loads of money for selling it. Oh no. I probably just needed to roll a D4. Oh, okay, we're learning. Everything is fine because we're learning. We're learning together. Everything is fine. I'm still gonna raise the big one because it's the guaranteed number. I'm gonna throw these. Sold. I don't mind a spin down die here because it's just an exact number we can work with. Can I please get a 131? Thank you. I was over when I sold the ring. Oops. It's not 16x egg, it's 8x because the ring effect is doubled. It doesn't trigger twice. That is my understanding of it. And if anybody in chat definitely knows better, please tell me. Meme man, this is the blackjack challenge. We have to score the number on the corner without going over the number beneath it. So with these rolls, we need to get 33 pips without going over 43 pips. So 33, we can start here. 15. $32, we need at least 33. We're good. I almost don't mind the mystery gift. On a 0, we can get 3 random ghost die, and then if we don't like them, we just don't throw them. Ooh, that's a big boon. Perhaps. If we throw a bunch of things, we can know at least we're getting the same number on each of them, even though we won't know what that number is. That we cannot do. Rolling a D666 at random is like hell for us here. I think Deja Vu Ring is like the closest thing to being remotely okay. I'll take an enhancement. That definitely won't kill me. All right, 67. Start with this. Oops, all 2s. Well, the marble is currently worth 0, which is really funny. An extra ivory die does us no harm. A haunted die we can just throw. Now these are going to start getting 2.5x'd. Deja Vu with spin down. I mean, it's just a 2.5x to whatever we're throwing the second time, right? So this is a 2.5x. Little brother hit my keyboard. Don't they always be doing that? Or the VOD will be around if you want to catch up later. This 2.5x, 20, 40, 50 would be fine. No, I can't math. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't do the dice. I didn't do the stamps number. Oh, God. I'm bad. I'm bad at video game. I'm not taking a piñata. That's too much. $17. $7. $19. Sold. All of that is too random. That's lovely. 33. Let's start here. Wow, the dice coins are useless. Just forfeit all the stamp power. You can forfeit it, or just don't. You mean just don't take it and don't use its multiplier powers. Because my worry is going to be not scoring enough in phase 2. That's my big concern. I will take that and hope that it won't be terrible. Prime Ring is too random. Analog Mini Watch might help. Give me my rewards. Alright, we'll cap that at 2. And leave that as is. $32. I won this challenge with an Eternal Pinata, though I got lucky with a Crucial Choose card on the boss. I put almost all my stamp into Mult plus 6 since you really do need the multipliers. Don't take stamp power at all. Gordon, welcome in. All the other decks can handle not using it. So much going on. Right, we need like 50. Let's just throw one of these. And one of these again. All right, we're in. I will take 2.5. Skip that. The Heretic is absolutely fine. They're not affecting our values at all. $36. This roll times 6. Oh, we crushed it. If that isn't 117, I don't know what is. Spin down die. Eternal Porcelain Figure is a nice thing to have as a tool. But Heretic now losing 10% of the score we get. I can work around it. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Right. Okay, this is 20 times 2 is 40. If we times that by 2.5 is 100, less the 10% makes 90 on this throw. I think that's a really good foundation. Let's throw these as well, because they can at most be like 12. That was way less than I thought it was going to be, because the porcelain figure did not hit everything. Of course, use the postman to remove the stamp collector debuff to make sure the shoes keep their souls clear. Nods, of course. I think I'm starting to follow along. You're getting it, you're getting it. CCD33, hello Gothic Lord. It's been a while watching you live on YouTube. For the first time seeing you shaved. Good luck on the stream. Thank you ever so much. Yes, I have been shaving more this month. Right, we still need more than 100 points. Let's start here. Right, the bomb gives us exactly 50. And we double that to 100. And then we 10% off it for 90. 80 plus 90 Math, you definitely need a calculator for. 170. We can do that, and that should be perfect. He hopes. I'll take it. Anchor is a ×2. Hourglass is a nightmare. If I don't want the ×2 out of anchor, I can just throw the anchor. That is an option for us. But if I want to throw other things, I then have to always account for the 2x it's giving me. I think we can do that. And we're skipping stamps. As Doc would say, better safe than pregnant. Well, for this guy, he's had that very special surgery that means no one's getting pregnant. But, you know, it's getting overly personal now. The Envious, 4,000 points to get to, is going to be a hoot. But first of all, 167 points. It's so hard knowing if the D20 is going to roll over what we need it to. D6, D6. Times 6 to itself per die. So, times 6, times 6. Times 2, times 2. So if it rolls 6, times 6, times 6. Times 2 is way too many points. We could throw 1 probably. Like, no, that might go to 216. That might still be too much. Let's start here. Okay. What does this offer me now? This is 30. Times 2 times 2. Now, is that times 2 then times 2 again, or is it 30 times 4? That's a great question. So you have a 50-50 chance. Either it does or it doesn't. It's so true. It's so true. This rolls a 35. This is going to 2x it, which is 70. Then does this is times 4 because it's only the one number on its right, isn't it? So it's 35 times 4 is 140. 140 plus 39 is not bust. $167. Thank you, Data Danny. I was thinking of Sports Band and Perennial Dice to beat Blackjack, but I was never able to get them both. It's so hard to get anything when you have so few interactions. Let's skip. I don't think any of this helps me. Right, 333. I'll see if I can get the reward. I'm going to get one shot at that. That's brutal. Yeah, times 2 is effectively this times 4, but it's the way the count happens for all the other things when they're not effectively the same. Because like times 2 times 3 times 4 is either times 9 or it's times 24, and those are two very different. Yes, watch is active for the next roll. Do I want to bump this up to 2.5? No, let's get some of these to round numbers. Odd mass in action. I learned bid mass. Brackets indices. Right. This roll. This is definitely going to roll a 19. 19 times 6 times 2. This calculator doesn't have brackets on it. 19 times 12 is 228. That's fine. We can throw in some other stuff that won't get us too bust, I think. $295 is pretty good. Maybe it was just I went to English school. I don't know what the international differences on such things are. Right, we need... Yeah, I've never, like... Okay, I can do that. I was worried it was gonna move over the size of the thing for the capture, but we can do it that way. Okay, we need 38 points. We can score 40 without issue, so I'm just going to throw a d20. And then 2 d3s is fine. We got room. 333 on the nose. I think I should get a big prize. Matryoshka scales exactly. Spin down has its exact numbers known to us as well. We'll do another spin down. I'm also UK based. I feel they have a weird acronym in the wrong side of the pond. I have no idea. Clone could be very useful. 833 now. Now it's getting like touchy. With the numbers getting bigger, I'm going to up this to 2.5. So we have... Now the problem is that we don't know that porcelain figure is definitely going to hit the spin down die or not, which is like a real big variable. It's giving me lots of exact counts now to try and lure me into a false sense of security. So 20 times 2.5 is 50. We need a lot more than that. Analog Mini Watch will go by the end of the round if we have 5 throws. I don't think this busts us. There's no way this busts us. God, it's not even close. The requirements ramp up so fast in phase 2, that's why I think the upgrading the stamps as much as you can is needed. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in for sure. Right. A D6. Another one is times 12. Oh god, this math's gonna get gross, isn't it? So call it 3.5 times 12 times 12 and a half. But it's not really that, it's times this as well. I'm so lost in the sauce already. We need so many points. Oh god, we need so many points. Right, that gives us a 2x to the next throw. And we have a 6x on the next throw. Cards can help. I can sell the cards for 50 apiece. So if we're really close to the target, I can sell a card. Or if we are needing to like clone Anchor for another 2x, I can do that as well. But right now we have wristwatch and we need to do some math. So strap in, everybody. Strap in. We need 8. Let's should we worry about the smaller number or the big number? We'll do the small number. 833 minus 299 is 534 is the target. 534. This is 18 times 6. Telephone, shut up. Oh, did like Steam Next Fest just start or something? Because 1,000 things have just happened. I don't know. It's about that time of day. Right. We are getting 18 times bracket 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2.5 is 225. I could really do with another times 2 on top of that, I think. That would take us to 450. So we could clone Anchor right now. And then throw this. What? How was I so off? Did the math in a way that I wasn't expecting the math to math? God damn it, man. Oh, that's not going to go terribly at all. I counted for the 6x on the ring, didn't I? It's what I started on. It was 6x plus... You're adding multipliers when you should be multiplying them. I'm so confused about when things get added onto the second number versus multiplied together on the second number. He didn't carry the 1. Alright, well, as ever, we're learning. We need 17. Let's start here. Time bomb. Electric ring, we can sell it. We got a time bomb. Time bomb's a nice one to have. If I was just on vibes, I'd get 60% of the way through every time and then never win again. Oh, the development is fine. Is there a GitHub for Dice A Million math like there is for Balatro? I imagine not. Only because Dice A Million's a much smaller audience game, I think. Do I want a magnetic die for if we get porcelain figures in a minute? The scoring is face value plus extra value times all multipliers. That's what I thought I was doing. No ring for me. 50 times 1.7 is too much. $28. $62. $72. There is a porcelain figure. Dice with face greater than 6 are negative. We can reroll the boss once. That's fine. We have boss rerolls in the game now. first we have to get 117 points. 50 times 2 is 100. And then though, if I roll ones, it's a real. I think I'm gonna get rid of. If I sell this for 30, it's too much. It's one too many. Oh no. I really don't want to roll ones now. This roll. Oh god. If it's a 2 or a 3, it would be fine. Of course it rolled the 1. Show me something in a bag that I can work with. Water ring? I don't think so, not today. Matryoshka is back. Do an empty roll. Oh, you genius. I will keep that one in my back pocket, but yes. How did I not think of that? Uh, 17. Get you charged. Mystery gift. D3s into D4s. I'm fine with that. Worst challenge in the game. That is why we are streaming it, so that you guys can keep me company through the suffering. 33 needed. $19 needed. $2 needed. Done. Spin down die. Stamp on 5s? Sure. Give me a ring I can really work with. Last breath. Maybe. Ace up the finger. We don't have a lot of things that roll 6s, but we got a couple. Or we could go platinum ring on the 6. Let's try platinum ring. 2, 3. Yes. So our stamp gains are going to be bigger. This is 1.7, 1.8, 9, 10, 2, 2.1. So is this going to go to 2.3? It is going to go to 2.3. Okay. $20 times 2 is fine. 32. I can't throw those. That's going to wreck me. That's not strong. I need 12 points out of 2 rolls. That'll do. I think all of these things are far too variable. I think. Because the Lacanism's going to happen after the throw. I'm not taking... I'll take it so I can sell it, perhaps. Seems to be getting a lot of the same elements over and over here. Divides by half your multipliers. I hate it. That's going to be awful. Let's start here. 50 points. This times 3. 31 times 3 is 90. That's way too much. $82. Oh no. We're fine. Development's going to be the end of me. Even of dice is not a bad tool to have. Am I going to re-roll the negative? Divides by half the value of every multiplier greater or equals to 3. We don't have any multipliers greater than 3. Apart from copper die, which isn't charged. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Get that up to 3. Except, it's going to go up by plus 0.2 anyway. Alright, so it's 3.4. Start here. 35. $39. 74. This is 40 times 3.4. That's way too much. Oh, this is a real unpleasant looking hand. How much do the rings sell for? 30. That took me to 104. That one's 50. That would take me to 124. I need at least 125. It was close, but we got there. Tesseract. I haven't seen this before. 1 in X probability of rolling a copy of other nearby dice, X being its face. So if it's 1 in 1, it rolls copies of everything. We can't do that. I wonder if I want to Incubus die and start culling stuff away. Or not. Vixana, you were way ahead of me on that division, and I got lucky. Like, this guy's number will continue to grow as I get rid of stuff. And also be greater than 20 or greater than 7. But then I might thin down the bag too much that I don't have the tools I need. Tesseract and 1 ring equals dream. I could only begin to imagine right now. Let's do the Incubus. Let's skip that. Interface 2. 167. 40 times 3.4. 40 times 3.4 is 136. Then how much do we sell this for? 150. That's so many points. Like, that's really useful when I need 150 points, but right now I very much do not need 150 points. I need 20 points. I try and remove the D20s with Incubus because they are the most random, though the problem is overscoring. Yeah. That'd be tricky, wouldn't it? Right, we need 20 points. We need 11 points from this roll exactly. Oh no. Oh, this is rough. Glass die gives 2x to itself. Maybe this is the play. So this is a 1 through 4. It's going to double it to a 2 through 8. And we also get the value out of this. 156, 66, 76, 86. Skinder's right there with me. I think this is the best we can do. Oh, it was developed. Oh, you developed and you scored 4 too many points. But I couldn't sell the developed card. Give me the mystery, honestly. That's right, we're on attempt like 4 now or something. Ascendant die? Absolutely not. I'll do copper die again. Copper die for an amethyst. 1.5 to everything. There's no way that I can manually account in my maths for an amethyst. I just can't do it. It's never going to happen. Pair of 3s. Got it. Yay. 33. Get that charging. Throw the rest. Get that charging. Throw those. 27. This is fine. Give me a porcelain figure. Yeah, right. We are not doing that. We are still in the Blackjack Challenge, Thomas. But it's to everything. So maybe it would have been fine, but maybe not. Maybe it's just my brain. Zeros or question mark draws? No. Deja vu ring? Probably. Right. 67. 20 times 4 would be too much. I reckon this will be okay. 38 points. Can handle that. 52. We need 15 points. 20 times 2.2 times 2.5 is too much. All right, we're in. Give me... Glass die I can throw more than once, but here's a variable 1 through 6. Porcelain figure is 2.5 once, exactly without its own value. I'll do that. Extra roll is very interesting. $117. $26. $104. $119. Just joined. What's with the calculator? Megamark, we are doing the Blackjack Challenge, where we are required to score up to a certain number without going over. We'll try the Dusty. We'll see how we go. So against the Dusty here, after I dump in my stamps, we need to score 167 pips. But if we go over 184 pips, we lose. So the calculator is to try and help me figure out what number I'm going to roll at any given moment without going over. And boy, is it a hoot. I kind of want to roll more now so that we don't have to go through... every die has an explosive, not every die makes a fire. Okay. Oh, this much. $67. We need 100 more. Just a flat 100 more. We need 87 more. God, that was rough. We do have a roll card. If we need it. I realize that I'm completely covering the boss for you in the recording. It's the Dusty. Every die has a small explosive area effect that will discard very nearby dice. This times 2.9 times 2.5. 20, 60 is too much. It's too much, right? But there's no way this is enough. We need 40 points-ish. I'm gonna use the extra roll. I'd like to think that you're the boss, Gothic. Thank you, Telefan. I appreciate you. Easily the worst challenge in the game is the second hardest achievement on Steam, with the only one below it being 100%ing the collection. Yeah, it's not easy. The D20s now have Deja Vu, so it'd be times 2.9 times 2.5, which is going to be way too many points now. What would this do? Do times 4 to itself. Let's try this. Oh. Thread the needle. Just phase 2. You beat the boss on phase 2, you win. Do we take a mega dive for the malt? Skip those. Right, 167 points. Start here. Uh, 20 times 2.9, 60. This is fine. We need 30 points. That's way too many now. Um, 29, 39, 49, 59, 69. We need 40 points. This is now like 100 because it's times 2.5 on Deja Vu, times 2.9 being greater than that. We got 3 rolls, so we can go small. There's 16, 45, 55, 65, I mean 20-ish. Got it. Scary, but we got it. I'm going to take the first dime because it rolls really small, but it has a chance to give me a card, which would be very nice. The frost is actually incredible because it removes all variance on the rolls. So I'm extra motivated now to work really hard to get to where we're going. Because God, I would love to go against the frost instead of one of the many other bosses we could go up against. Loser. 333. Let's get that to around even 3 on the nose. Well, this is 4x to everything. So, if it, say this rolls a 20, is it 20 times... Hold on. 20 times bracket 4 times 3. Is it 240? Obviously, it's not if we don't roll a 20, but that's how the math goes. It's 20 on the face times the various multipliers multiplied by themselves. $20 times 3 times 4. Still 240. And this gives its multiplier to itself. I have never really understood how the multipliers work, I must concede. Alright, that was only 50 points, and it put a bunch of hollow dice in my deck, and I'm unhappy about it. Times 4 to everything. In most cases, the multipliers are multiplicative. Okay, let's do some math, because I want to win, and I don't want to blow it just because I'm lazy. So, multipliers are always multiplicative. Okay. We can do 2 times 4. 2 times 4 times 1.4 is 11. That's just not going to cut it. No, Adam, you heard wrong. The only drug we're doing here is Gambler Hole. Got promoted for the first time. Good job. Promotion is no simple feat. I remember the first time I saw the Phase 6 fight, and I was just like, what is this madness? D20. If it were 20 times 4 times 3, that's 240. That we can throw and see how it goes. Still not big. Oh, God. Be bigger, dude. The D20s are just being brutal. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Okay, 20 I can probably work with. It's our last roll, which is terrifying. We need 333 minus 131. We need 202. This is 20 times 2.5 times 3. Excuse me, that was not typed correctly. 20 times 2.5 times 3 is 150. We need a little more than that. We can't do 300. 300 would be way too much. So that would be 150. Am I 20 times 2.5 times 3 is 150. 150 plus 131 is 281. 281 minus 333 leaves us on a 52-point deficit. Problem with porcelain is there's no guarantee that it hits Matryoshka. In a 52-point deficit, we could throw the D20 without the 2.5 and hope that it rolls what, a 18, 19 or 20? That's gross. I don't like that. It's all so bad. I need to find 52 points. This is either way too much or this is either way too little. 3 times 3 is 9. 9, 18, 27 is not enough. Rolling the D3s won't be... Well, they'll add... Call it 2. A 2 times 2.5 times 1.4 adds 7 each. I can sell that for 50. I could sell that for 50. Hold on. What did we say this was worth? This was 20. 20 times 2.5 times 3 is 150. Plus the 131 we have is 281. Minus 333 leaves us at a 52-point deficit. So if I sell this and I throw one of those as well, crushed it, mate. Crushed it. Do I want a magnetic die to drag porcelain figure to whatever it is that I want to do? Vince, you're on the right track. I got there a little before you. I think we're delayed in the stream. I have no idea how far behind the stream is and the chat is to what I'm doing, which is always really the most tedious part of this for me. I'm going to take a magnetic die. We're going to roll a 2. $3.5x there. Right, I want Matryoshka going fast. Do I want Mega Die out early? Or do I want to save it for when Matryoshka's bigger? Oh yeah, the card would have been great in the later rounds, but it's no good to me if I don't ever get to the later rounds, you know? I don't think the 4x is worth it to me here. 55 points. Is this ever worth it to me? In fact, is this ever worth it to me? Times 4 to everything, times 2.5 to the nearby. If we roll a 20 at the worst case, times 4 times 3.5 is 280. 2 of those would be 560, or if we times it by 2.5 again, it would be 700 if this rolls a 20 and those guys are in the proximity of it. Damn. Alright, porcelain figure was a bust. And we got 2 rolls left to find 500 points. Goody! If I throw magnetic die with copper die, it will charge. Oh god. Alright, strap in everybody. Strap in. If we throw this, it will charge and proc for 4x. So, 20 times 2.5 for Deja Vu, times 4 for Copper, times 3.5 for Stamp, gets us to 700. That's way too much. I could do this, and then it would be... We've got 2 rolls left. This would be 20... times 4 times 3.5. That'd be 280. Oh god. How much can I sell this ring for now? 250. Alright, I'm gonna throw this. I need 100 points. I can't throw... I can't sell the ring anymore. I need to find 100 points. Yeah, but I'm fine if I roll a number under 20. It's busting is the problem. Not coming in under isn't necessarily a problem. So if I calculate the highest return, I can safely do whatever that is, knowing I'm not going over, because going over is my concern. Though I should be looking at the max, not the least in that, because there is like almost 100 points of wiggle room there now. What does this do? This is going to do 20 times 2.5 times 3.5, 175 plus 738 is 913. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Because that comes in under 917. Whoa. Okay. Oxide die is another multiplier we can factor into things. And honestly, with the way the numbers are going, I feel like I need it. I'll take that as well. I can always sell it. Common sells for 150. Uncommon sells for 250. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. We don't have additional draw, so that's never going to happen. Plus 8 to value with their highest face is too random for my liking. Yeah, I wish I could get through the bag faster so the doll could be thrown even more times. Hey, Jamasito. Welcome in. Welcome to the Blackjack Challenge. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. I've now got 102 hours in the game, so I hope you get a good amount of time out of it as well. We're just going to take one of these two and sell it in an emergency, I think. That'll do it, Jam. That'll do it. Your ivory dice do exhaust. It's a great shout. All right. Huge value. All right, 1,330. Okay, we're going to get 2 cards out of this. We have 5 rolls. This isn't going to come into play right now, not until next round. So, just throw that. Get the cards, get the charges, see where we start. Not bad at all. That's very good. Very good cardage. We still need a lot of score. This steals a roll from me, which is very scary. And I don't want to do it yet. Three rolls. You can now proc. My dog is barking, which is unlike him. I'm just going to double check no one's at the door or anything. Hold on. Everything is fine. Now that I've shouted down the stairs, I wonder if Goose is going to come up and say hello. Oxide die with 2x and guaranteed 20. Basically, it's a puzzle game now. We've got all these elements. Can we find 1,200 points? Yeah, the choose card is great. I will burn it to get through the round if I have to. So this D20 is 20 times 4 times 4 times 2.5 times 3.6 would be 2,280. That's way too much. So we can cut some of that multiplier out somewhere. We could also bring the number down to like 15 or 10. We also have the value of the oxide die and the mega die to account for, which is something. Yeah, forever having the thing in the next round we're going to do. But we got the 2.5k and the 4k. The 4k hypothetically should be easier because the numbers will be guaranteed to be ones on our variable dice. The problem with that is, are we going to have enough value full stop if it's just the Matryoshka that can be more than 1 point? Which means the choose card might be more valuable on the frost, honestly. Or we can reroll the frost, which we might do. We might reroll the frost. Let's just check what these guys sell for. 250, 250, 150. 50, 50. Okay, so back to thinking about the D20. If this were 10 times 2.5 for Deja Vu times 3.6 for stamps to start is 90. Times by 4 is 360. Times by 4 again is 1440. That's so close to being what we need without being what we need. Okay, what if it was 17? 17 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 times 4. That came out worse somehow. If we did 10 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 is 360, times by 4 again is 1440. Okay, I had already gone down to 10. What if we do 7? 7 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 times 4 is 1008. That's a lot closer. I wish I could edit this number up top on the fly, but I don't know how to do that on this calculator. I've never used Windows Calculator for anything else in my life. But we could do 8 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 times 4. That's a lot closer. So if we choose this to 8, yeah, I know that these two are going to add some amount of value. So that's 1152. If you choose 9, it scores 1296, but you need to add on a bit for Mega Die and things. We have 164 points already. Yeah, so 152 plus 164 gets to 316 minus 1470 gives us 154 points of wiggle room for the Oxide Die and the Mega Die. So 154. Oxide Die, Mega Die. If they're 6 times, call it 1.5 times 4 times 4 each. Oh god, that's way too much. If either of them roll big, it's just way too much. Yep, the 164 points are calculated in what we need to get a remainder for. Oh, okay. What about this? What about this? If we do, what number were we trying to do on the thing? Was it 8 times? Because rather than throwing Mega Die, we can use the 2x mult card. If we just do one of the 2 4s, well, if we did 20 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4, that's 720. We times that by 2, that's 1440. With the 164 is too much. What a nightmare. There's also a world where we throw magnetic and copper and that gives a 4x. But unless we did, what if we did something like 2 times 2.5 times 1.5 times 4, I'm doing pluses, I can't backtrack, 2 times 2.5 times 1.5 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 2 is 996.5 plus the rounding error, if I did this throw, would give 996 plus the value of the other dice. I'm at the point where I almost want to get a spreadsheet out for the different values that I can choose on a D20 and the different multipliers that they have and the different results they get, rather than doing it over and over and over again. So if I had 2 times 2 times 2.5 times 1.5 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 2 is 962. 16 and mega die. $16 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 is 576 points. Throwing oxide die, mega die, and copper die together wants about 19 pips of face value. I'm so lost in the sauce right now. Yeah, sometimes we gotta roll the dice, but this is the furthest we've made it so far. I'm tempted to throw this. Two? Oh, we don't have deja vu on this. We do on this. There's 2 times 1.5 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 2. Oh, that's way worse. Oh, brain. Yeah, the ranges are wide. I can undershoot and choose card on the next roll. I can. If I throw mega die, I get 1 roll fewer. I mean, I will use the choose die right now if I have to. What's Matryoshka gonna draw after this throw? It's gonna be 20 times 2.5 times 3.6. 180. Oh, we've been here forever. Because I can't find an answer to this puzzle, basically. Alright, we'll just roll some dice. It's pretty good! It's pretty good dice. Our draw is terrible. Now we get to do it all again. So 1470 minus 1090. We need 380 points and not a point more. I don't think we can do... I mean, can we do oxide die here? Because we've got 2 rolls left, so we could oxide die here. So how do we get to 380? Congratulations, chat. You're my notepad. So what is 20 times 2.5 times 3.6 is 180. Times that by 4 is way too much. But we could do 8 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4. That's 288. Well, we have 380 gold. Okay, so try 9 or 10. 10 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 is 360. And we have a 380 goal. You may well be correct about the thresholds, but I think if we choose a 10, it's only this number on the side that breaks it, because we need... Yeah, I guess I don't need to be working towards the max, do I? I'm worrying about going over. We want 240. Okay, yeah. I got lost in the source again. 8 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 is 288. Plus the value of oxide dye. 7 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 is 252. 252 plus the value of oxide dye, I think, is it. We save the malt card, we use the choose card, but I'm okay with this. How does this sound? So, to do it once more, we're going to do choose 7 times by 2.5 on Deja Vu times 3.6 on stamps times 4 for oxide dye. Gives us 252. We need 240. And then we get the value of oxide dye on top, which will be about like 30 points. Choose 8. 8 times 2.5 times 3.6 times 4 gets us to 288 plus oxide dye. I think 7 works out better. I'm gonna do it. We can't sit here forever. So we're gonna choose 7. We're going to throw that, we're going to get rid of these, and we're going to hope the math is good. The math is good! The math is good. Another first dime is not bad. I see you got a lot of D3 there. Would you like D4? I think so. I think that's fine. Nothing to... Oh, we can roll. We can roll for free. Why not? No prizes. 2.5k now. Because the numbers are bigger, I'm just going to up this as big as I can get it. Okay. 2,500 points. What do we say, chat? Strap in. All right. When are we going to need this in real life? It's a great question. Give me one moment. Okay. What are we doing? 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. It's just a number. It's just a number. Start with ivory for cards. Yes. Also start with Matryoshka to get it going. Don't add hollow dice. Don't do that. I'm going to throw one of these to get the 2.5 going around for a start. Also, okay, we've got Analog Mini Watch right now. It's just a number, just a very large, very specific number. Well, now we're working to the very convenient number of 2,400. My brain can operate with that much more easily. Question is, on this roll, with a 2x card and a ring times 2 card, and an oxide die and a mega die, can we make it happen? Get ready for some maths. This is where we win this round, then lose against the boss. Are you so ready for it? Are you so ready for it? Rolling a d20 is terrifying. What if we just start on the proviso of rolling these 2 dice and see where that gets us with these multipliers right now? Except we don't have Deja Vu, and they don't have big stamps. So... invert card we can sell for 50 pips. That is something. I take these. If we dig through the bag for Deja Vu is worth way less than Analog Mini Watches. Like, the 6x here is worth so much more than the 2.5x here. I'd rather not sell invert until I'm on my last roll. Because I can sell a card anytime between now and before the last throw, but I can't sell it after the last throw. So keep it until you have to sell it before the last throw, where you might game over if you didn't sell it. 6 times 4 times 4 is 96 mult. Well, we could do... we could do 6 mult times 4 mult times 4 mult for 96. But if we do ring times 2, we could do times 6 again. That gets us to 576. If we mult 2x, that gets to 1,152. You can work backwards from the goal. My brain cannot work backwards from the goal. Oh, God. So, with all the multipliers that we have, it's 1,152. Plus the stamps for whatever we roll on these 2 things, which will be around a 2x. Between 3, 4, 5, and 6 is a 2x, or a 1.9x. That's 2,188 times the number rolled on the dice. So doing everything is too much, because 2,188.8, if rolled a 2 on the die, it would be 1.4 instead of 1.9, but it's so rough. Whose idea was this challenge? Honestly. Okay, what's next? I wish I had another choose card. Bye, Skinder. Thanks for the help. If I just don't roll anything, I can't lose. There's the real thinker. Ring times 2 is 6 times 6, not 12. I don't know what to even start hypothesizing with now. If we rolled just these and assumed rolls of 3 on both, then it's 6 times 1.9 times 4 times 4 times 6 is 1094. If I 2x mult that, then we get to just over 2200. That seems like a totally reasonable thing to throw to me. Needing 2500 and having 100. That seems totally reasonable. $1,094 times 2 would be 2,188 plus our 104. $12 times 12, 2x card value. We can't have 12 by 12. This is 6 times 6 if you use that twice. A single d6 with a 644 mult is worth 96 to 576. The stamp on a 6 will give 2,419 on a single d6. If we rolled a 6 on this and timesed it by 1.9 and timesed it by the 4 of itself and timesed it by the 6 of the ring, it's 273. Even if we times it by 6 again, that's then 1,600, which is like a really ugly number. I'm coming back around on throwing this. This would be about, call it 7 on 3.5 average on 2d6 times 1.9 times 6 times 4 times 4 is 1276.8. Double that with a times 2 card, and that's 2553.6 plus our 104. That's my current best hypothesis. But it hurts the brain so good. Just imagine the celebration when we succeed. $2,400 divided by 4 times 4 times 6 equals 25. I still can't operate in the working from the goal numbers. Let's say worst case scenario, it's 12 times 1.9 times 4 times 4 times 6. That's if we don't use the 2x card and we roll 12 on... Okay, yeah, because rolling 7 on a dice versus 12 on a dice effectively is a 2x, which is terrifying. So maybe we don't throw the 2x malt right now. Problem is, if we roll a 6 on this, I also get 6 hollow dice, which is just ugly. Oh, it's so bad. Alright, well. It's less than ideal. You gotta go temporarily, don't win in the next 15 minutes. I don't know that I could win in the next 15 minutes if I wanted to. Alright, we need 1,500 points out of this. It ain't gonna happen. Sorry, gang. It ain't gonna happen. Rain times 2 doesn't do anything here. We can't charge magnetic die. We got 1 roll left. Boo. Oh. And then all that work to nothing. And then we go through the really fast part again. I couldn't sell 1,000 points worth of stuff. We didn't have 1,000's worth. I should have used the 2x card. That's way too much. Yeah, confetti cannons, false alarm. Thanks for the card. Wow. Can't roll a single 3, huh? $33. Less than ideal. I think the roll we were agonizing over would have been improved with some d4s. It's not worth now re-agonizing over a made decision. I'm gonna take bicolor ring because we have, what's her name? Matryoshka. And just hope that that can work out long term for us. I can send you a text file that you can run in a window to calculate odds with multiple randomness. I cannot begin to open and pass and do that kind of tech right now. It's never gonna happen midstream. But I appreciate the effort. I don't want a fire die. I just don't. Reward card is interesting, but not for this reward. I could have rolled for it, but hey. 20 points. Great. Huge. Time bomb, you're too late. Are you? No, I guess you're not. Draw 3 less dice, 1 less roll. That's right, we can make it happen. Time bomb. Time bomb. Times 3, 150. Times 2.8. Oh, hold on. 50 times 3 times 2.8. 420. Way too much. Way too much. Oh my god. It's the best nat 20 you've ever seen. I'm gonna take a cherub's die. I'm gonna get weird with it. $167 needed. God, I missed the thing. We did not make it to phase 3. We're back at phase 1. Right, this is now 43 times 3.3. That's way too much. This is 20 times 3. Oh, times times bicoloring as well. Hold on. 3 rolls. Maybe we keep it small. We need 30 points. We need 17 points. What do we have left in the bag? Nothing. There's nothing left in the bag. How much do you sell for? 50. That's too much. That's way too much. The patient. Half of your dice are deactivated until you roll them once. We need 17. If we roll some 3s, we could be okay. We need 9 points. If we sold... No. No. I've got all the hands unlocked apart from the one for clicking the dice in the home screen. Haven't seen the die yet. That doesn't unlock a hand, that just unlocks the die. Haven't seen the dice yet, however, haven't yet completed all the promotions and boss rushes. I think that's just a die. Do we need this to roll a really small number? Or these to roll 2 good numbers? Roll a 3. Your videos give me some great ideas for builds, but I do wind up mirrors and cell rings. Like, there's so many good builds, it's just so... There's so many moving parts, it's so hard to get the builds you might want. If we roll... Oh, wait. We have bicoloring. We have bicoloring. No, the secret hand... If there's a secret hand, then that is still secret from somewhere else. $16.2 equals 3 times 3 times 1.8. Loser. We tried. Oh god. Skip. I don't love skipping because there's just so few chances to acquire stuff, you know? It's a lot of 3s. Translucid D6 and Sudoku are both things that would help build big scores, but aren't going to help build very narrow scores, you know? These are not helpful. Hey, Binary Slash, welcome in. No ones in the lot. This roll. Times 6. Crushed it, mate. I could use some of those rolls to get the next one closer, but here we are. Found you through your Dice A Million playlist. Welcome in. Rusty Gear. We draw 8. I'm tempted. We get the 1-3. So, this is a times 4. That's quite a lot, honestly. Well, this doesn't help me. This is about as bad as this could have gone. I can't even sell the Rusty Ring now for 75. I need to roll a 1. Wrecked. I very much enjoyed when you actively ruptured the game with several Nan-Imps. Oh yeah. Going Nan-Imp just always feels really good. I'm beginning to wonder if we should just not throw the ivory dice and leave everything that's not 6+ as a 0x mult. Like, is that a viable thing to change? Mimic die is very interesting, because that's just take a number, right? Well, next time we'll think about it. Speaking candidly, I suspect that has potential to work. I thank you for your candor. Do full marble build. That'll go well, right? Everything gaining 2 or a 2x multiplier some of the time. Knockoff doesn't really help, I think. Give me the pearl ring. I don't know that I love it, but here we are. $67. Alright, not bad. Let's get some charge going in here. If you don't throw ivory, it would help for early calculations, but you need to take the count that gets the score higher. Yeah, there's so many moving parts. A wedding ring? Fland Park, what up? Catching a few mins of the stream before heading to bed. I hope you have an amazing, incredible night's sleep. I'm going to be dreaming of dice, apparently. We don't have Matryoshka in this run. Something I've become so used to having. 99. Got there real fast. I don't think I need another magnetic this time round, although it does help for charging copper faster. Right. These three are going to be a problem because they are all just squares, and all of these, to be honest. But I believe. Good night, Thomas. Oh, God. D20, 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 ivory. Start there. That's way too much. That's way too much. That's more randomness than I need. Hello, Goose. He's immediately left the room, so you guys don't get any Goose, unfortunately. Oh, he's back. Alright, so we're not going to throw the ivories this time. Can you guys see the puppy Goose? So dark. He's let down in the back, and he's not very bright. There's the puppy Goose. Now I have to fix the camera again. He's having a snooze. Dice of even is not a bad one to just have to throw every now and again, I think. Six. Another 6. 14. 3. 2. Loser. Thank you, Alchemical Music. You have a good night. I'm glad you enjoy the things I enjoy. Alright, a choose card, as we know, a huge get early. Um, 17. Perfect. Perfection, mate. The rest of these are quite bad. Stamp rewards and booster packs will always contain your highest stamp multiplier. I mean, I can sell the ring. Goose has farted. It stinks. Oh, he's got that puppy tummy. He's a stinky boy. On what platform do you get more support when we watch? I assume YouTube, but for live streams it's all much of a muchness because I don't run ads. At least I know on YouTube I turn ads off during live streams because I don't want people to miss out on what's going on. On Twitch, I have no idea if it plays ads every hour if you're not subscribed or primed or whatever. So for you, just watch wherever you have the better viewing experience. Hello, dear sir. I recently bought the game on Steam and can't beat it. Am I unlucky or am I doing something wrong? You're the only person who constantly releases new videos. 2. Thank you so much. Your videos help me understand the game better, and thanks to you, I now know what mini dice is and how to unlock in game. The text was translated using Google Translate. It's not my language. There's a lot of good dice that are locked behind unlocks. And there's just so many interactions. I think just keep experimenting rather than trying to focus on doing something and then slowly realizing that it's not working and continuing to try. Give me this. Ah yes, the inaugural rolling of the D20. As at that turn, one D20 usually produces up to 35 pips. Is this the only challenge you haven't passed yet? There's the one where all your dice are random. I haven't beaten that one yet. But this one's just more interesting. 4x to this roll. Then I think I'm doing this. That was close. That was close. Like, getting through the first boss isn't nearly as bad. Boss number 2. Horrible. 2.3 times 4. Back to calculator town. 10 times 2.3 times 4 would be 92. That's good, like, about half the time. But I think I'm just going to do this and then work down on the smaller numbers. That part of, like, internet culture completely passed me by, so none of those jokes here. We need 16 points. Oh no! We went over by 3. God damn. Oh, because of the ring. Because of the ring. The ring I had entirely forgotten about. Let's be real. Five on the nose. We need 17. There's 20. I'm not surprised that at this point my ability to do math is just completely falling through the floor. I really wanted the prize out of that egg. Reinforcement ring, I like a lot. That could help. One thing that would really improve the game for me is just being able to select one ring, die, or card when you start instead of re-rolling endlessly. Yeah. Like, it would be nice to have kind of almost like a free build mode, but then it kind of comes down to where is the value of play derived? Is it the challenge? Is it anything else? 20 times 2.6 is 52, 54? Something like that. Let's go with this and see how we do. 17. $19 with 36. Oh, thank you for the best card ever. Applause for Invert, everybody. I might have to throw ivory dice just to make our numbers here. That's so rude. I can throw empty. I'll do it. Okay. It's fine. Reroll doesn't really help. $117. These are getting higher and higher. 3.2 on those. All right, not a bad nat 20 for sure. $89. 20 times 3 is way too much. This is not going great. That's a problem. That is a problem. I need to roll like a 5 on this, I think. 369 is not enough. It's way too much. That's probably overkill. Give me the mystery prize. Turn my D3s into D4s, probably. It is interesting that once you get rid of the ivory die, we're kind of set for what we expect to roll. Hey, Murphy, welcome in. Everybody, if you don't already follow Murphy, go follow Murphy all over the internet. He makes wonderful things and is the happiest, chillest dude I ever saw in the history of the internet. That is a guaranteed fact. Yeah, we will make that trade. Thanks so much for the tool. More of these. Exactly 2 is nice. Let's do that and that. A plus roll card. Intriguing. 16. Need 6. 6 out of 3. Easy. Magnetic. No. Clone. I'll take it. Rings. All bad. All really bad. Let's go pure gamble. 67 needed. That is useless to me. And it's now smashed. 7 points needed. Would you... Ah. Don't you dare. I need 1 pip. Oh, the ring was giving me -1. Skinder, you did not miss anything. Don't worry about it. We are no longer throwing ivory dice to try and maintain much more accurate rolls from numbers 1 through 6. Is what we're doing. $17. Goodbye. Hardly knew ye. Two-Face coin is a no. Magic 8-ball is certainly a tool. What's our boss? The odd. Screw you guys. Well, 8-ball gives us an avenue for exact numbers, which is nice. So this is 16 times 1.9. No, it's at least 8, not fixes it to 8. Why does my brain always get that wrong? Ah, brain, why are you so bad at video game? Do we get a water break? You can take as many breaks as you desire. I'm amazed I've made it through 2 hours and 20 minutes without having to get up to pee, as is my standard thing that usually happens. That was way too much. I just don't want any of these things. I want something that gives me an incredible foundation. And I will keep taking Matryoshka even though we haven't made it work yet. Yeah, my 8-ball knowledge is terrible. I'm a bad 8-baller. It would be really nice to find something that lets me get rid of some of the dice we have. But apart from that one guy, you know the one who's red with a cross on it. Apart from him, Incubus die, I think. Getting any of these dice destroyed is like near impossible. Echo mystery gift, let's gamble. I'll take that as well. Sure. It's getting weird. Hoarder ring, I love it. Goose left the room at some point. $67. Okay. 2d20 and gubbins. 44. Oh, Carlos's die. My favorite. We don't really need that much, honestly. 57. We went 1 over. Give me a haste ring. That's a huge get. We just have to be very careful. Because obviously that's gonna change things drastically as we go. Times 1.2. Gimme. Yeah. We were just talking about you, buddy. Now, I think it's too early to destroy stuff because the multiplier will wreck us. I mean, I could throw like these two, and then if that destroys that, it goes to 10. It might go to 18. Oh, well, it was 0 on that roll. I could have gone way more aggressive, apparently. So be it. .4, 1.8. It's exactly what we needed. Terrifying. Witch's Ring. 5x dice to cursed. 5x malt to cursed dice. Dice can spawn cursed while you hold this. I probably don't want to hold that for too long. Let's be real. Allows for a die to be re-rolled. If something comes out way too big, way too small, we now have some flexibility on that. That's exciting. All right, this is actually almost a good run. We got no stamps that last one because we were on exact numbers. 10? 16 times 1.8. I think we can work with that. Let's ditch. If we roll the d20, if the yeah, we can. Let's do this. I think this will be fine. Let's make you smaller. 33. Great. And now this is the bag. This is the whole bag. This is getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. How much does Witch's Ring sell for? 50. 50 plus 33 is 88. That's too many. Do you promote gambling after making a whopping 120 videos of Dice A Million? I promote Dice A Million, a wonderful game with dice that has no microtransactions, unlike games like FIFA and stuff where you buy packs of players. I don't really know. What's this challenge about? Do you lose when you go over the target? You do lose when you go over the target. Right now the target is 77. Well, the target is 67. The max is 77. So we mustn't go over 77. This currently has 40 in it, which is too big. So I'm just going to roll this. 4 is probably fine. 7. Okay. 19 is probably too big. 1, too small. This is getting terrifying. 9, okay. 9 times 1.6 times 1.8 is 25. That's fine. Now the bag's getting smaller, so we can either take dice to try and get Incubus to eat them, or we look for things that we want to throw just for value. And right now we have 7 dice and we draw 8, so that's not bad. Not Carlos's die. I hate you. I'm gonna take the D12. Give me the mystery reward. Oh, the boss is the odd, so the Incubus die does nothing on that boss, which is going to be its own problem. Shall we try and eat the ivory dice? So right now we're going to roll 40, 80, like 88 or something. That was way too much. That was way too much, and I'm mad about it. God damn it. Reroll rings back. I don't want soda bottle. Soda bottle would be too random, I think. Especially if it put all the dice in my bag after breaking. I'd be very upset about it. PPAP Dev, thank you for following. I appreciate it. $12. I could have rerolled the egg to try and get the 4. No to all of that. Dice that roll a 6 give a random card and exhaust. I'm okay with this. I need more things that can roll 6s. $33. Can I get the 4? Why do you always reroll the same number? That's really interesting. Permanently transforms all of your dice into other random ones. Oh, but that's also really interesting. Ah. I did it that way round. Now we have these things. We have 2 mystery gifts, a moon marble, a shy die, spin down die, Jack's D8 glass magnet. Digital mini watch, I guess. Okay. Who takes priority, Incubus or Time Bomb? It's a very interesting question. The Time Bomb's actually not bad with 2.5x. Honestly. It's gonna get real weird. 65. Face is always a 2, multiplies itself by the sum of all the extra value on the table. That's not ideal, is it? I think we probably ditched that. We ditched Shy Guy as well. Time Bomb activates first. Well, that's rubbish. Yes, white card happened. Discarding happens before almost every other action. The only thing I've seen being able to happen first is an Iota trigger. I don't even know if I have Iota unlocked. Right, 3x on our big stuff. Right, you're now 40. Plus 8 extra value to stuff this roll. What's 27 times 3? It's about what we need. Or is it too much? 27 times 3 plus 32. 113. We need 117. We could do that. Throw that in for good measure. Nothing that gives me cards spawned. I'll take another spin down die, honestly. They are just very pleasant to have. Deactivate the effects of half of your rings every roll. Oh no, my rings. Oh, Iota is a boss die. Yes, I do recall. Now you mention it. Right, we can't reroll and we don't get any things back. What is 40 times 3.4? It's like 120 something. 136. I'll start there. Well, what's 50 times 3.4? That's 150, 170. I know I'm doing a calculator for basic math. We've been here a long time. Don't get mad at me. 170, we need 160. Sold. Evil Eye, Magic 8-Ball, Mirror Cube. Does Evil Eye help? It stops Mystery Gift exhausting. Is that right? No, maybe not. Destroyed and exhausting are different. I don't want to throw copies of everything. That's just going to bring me hell. 8-Ball only helps with predictability with dice that are smaller than 8. So this would still roll its thing. This would still roll its thing. This would roll a 6. Oh no, this would roll an 8. Yeah, that would roll an 8. That would roll an 8. Maybe? Evil Eye helps. Skip. Means Incubus doesn't get to destroy stuff but still gains value. Alright, face number 2. Also helps with bomb. 167. 40 times 4 is 160. Do we do it like this then? $156. 1 to 6 value. These now sell for 50. You can roll a 6. Please roll a 6. You didn't. You did. I got an invert card. Could be. The even actually works out okay for us in a lot of spots. I want to roll something with 0 and get +8 on it. Get me out. Do I want the D12 for 2x? We don't have a lot of mult, is the scary thing. This is a very nearby dice, which also isn't that helpful. Right, we should get rid of one of these cards if there's any chance that we get a better card as a reward. This is the whole bag. That's important. $40 times 4.4. 176. 50 times 4.4. 220. 220 plus 176. 396. That's too much. We lost our Evil Eye thing, by the way. That sells for 50. Let's do this first. Oh, it's too close. All right, 220. Just throw these. Right, we need 113 points. Oh. It's not the simplest number to reach, is it? Incubus was 220. Oh no, Incubus was 176, 180, 240. Yeah, that probably would have done it, but it's too late now. This is very ugly. This is very not pretty amount of dice to do this math with. Oh. Right, there's got to be a route here. 113 points. Something like this has got to be close. $18 spin down plus amethyst 119. 18 times 4.4 times 1.5 is 18 times 4.4 times 1.5. 118. That looks pretty good. $220 plus 118. It's 338. More like math a million. Am I right? You are, Pup Dev. You are. Great work, chat. Skip those. A D12. 8 dice. These go away. No extra draw. I just passed over one of these, so why would I take this one now? Because the numbers are getting bigger, basically. Roll a 4 and a 5, please. Damn. I'm very happy to receive assistance from chat on this. You guys are doing great work. This roll, Digital Mini Watch. I'm kind of thinking we throw the mystery gifts first, just to see what kind of tools we're working with. 58 times 5, or 4.9, let's be accurate, is 282.4. Times that by 3 is 852. That'll be fine, I think. Oh, I can't draw it again because I added a thing to the bag. Okay. Yeah, selling cards gives me flexibility of 50s. I was very happy with the math that I just worked out, but here we are now, I guess. Let's do this. First dime can give me a card, so I definitely want to throw that. That doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything. That's trivial, that's trivial. Throw that and just see how that goes. An enchant card is interesting. What are you on? 40. You're on 50. Make a roll with the zeros and feed the incubus for a turn. I should have. I was thinking about the card more. I'll be honest. Ice Dice is in play. but I don't have all the zeros anymore. I missed my shot. 58 times 4.9. $284. I'm fine with that. So we need 200 points. What is 25 times 4.9? 122.5. I need that to be twice as much so we could throw glass dye with it. That would 2x it. That's 245 plus 625 is 870 plus the value of the glass dye, which getting the +8 is not insignificant. We could use the plus roll now and have the breathing room. $208 needed. Incubus on its own right now is 235. 48 times 4.9. And that doesn't make us go over. Another incubus die, I think, is too greedy. An invert card is... It's not useless to me against the even. But what are the odds that I really want to throw an odd number? Skip it. I don't think I ever want to go here, do I? I don't think I do. Be great. Is Surge Jewel great? Because it gives us more granular control of all the rolls that we're making. I'm going to let you guys offer opinions on that while I run to the bathroom real fast. What's the opinions? Don't do it, no shops. +1, I am on split screen. Just skip it. You can always get Surge Jewels to get the extra rolls, then sell it immediately. Yeah, it's a rare, so I'm not sure how much it sells for. Or we take Platinum Ring. There's 2 encounters left to get stamps for, to juice up this for the boss. 4K. Like 100 times 5 is 500. So I don't know if I want to juice this more or get more rolls for this one encounter. Let's get more rolls for the encounter, then we can juice Incubus with whatever we get out of the gifts. Let's try that. Right, start here. We've got 8 rolls. We don't need to worry about selling it yet. How much does it sell for? Great question. 375. So we need 1,000 basically. Okay. Cherub's Die is not good. What can we juice out of this? It's a scary thing to try and get a lot more out of. We've been closer than this once, I think. Oh, right, let's not screw this up. I think the Moon Marble can go. Pyramid can go. Wind-up Die can go. We might throw Glass Die just for the scoring right now. So this would be 40 times 5 is 200, times it by 2 is 800, 600, what? 40 times 5 is 200, times it by 2 is 400. I think we start there. Oh, we have to sell the die first. We have to sell the ring. So we're going to sell Surge Jewel. And then throw Incubus, Moon, Glass, Pyramid, Wind-Up Die. $809. This is now 50, same as this is. 50 times 5.3 is like 250 something. $265 plus 809. 1074. What if we enchant something just to see what we get? Yes, the big one would be value, or whatever it's called, where it doubles the score. Or on something else. If it was eternal, then it couldn't be destroyed, then that would be interesting. Or echo on something that offers a multiplier. So maybe doing it on Glass Die, because then echo is great, or it being destroyed is great, or indestructible. We got wealth. That's unideal. Incubus plus D20 will do the trick. So 265 plus let's just do 70 times 5.3, 371 plus 809. 1180. Am I missing something there? I gotta be missing something there. 70 times 5.3 is 371 plus 809. 1180. So it won't do the trick but it won't bust us either. Now we need 220. What's 17 times 5.3? It's 25 because of this guy. 25 times 5. Oh. 25 times 5.3 equals 132. Plus 130, 162. It's getting close. No, it doesn't have to be perfect. You are correct. Right, we need 60 points. $60 points. Right. Cherub die is 3. Glass die could probably do it. Bomb and D12. Bomb alone is 250 points. That's horrendous. Roll the same thing. So 24 times 5.3, 127. 127 plus 1,270, 1,397. Yeah, that would work. We out of there. Even of dice in the finale could be thrown with Incubus or Time Bomb and have a value of 40, but it risks being discarded or consumed. Or we take Surprise Egg, try and get a card. With our reroll ring, I'm going to take the Surprise Egg. If it faces a 4, destroys itself, gives a random card. Does anybody know if it's Eternal and I roll a 4? Do I still get the card if it doesn't destroy itself? Is that viable? Bring myself a bit more into frame here. Bit all my nails now. Let's go win this. We've still got the 2.5k to get through, yet alone the even. The 2x on the even, though, is going to be huge if we can get there. We just have to get there. Pink Lobster says we are still getting cards. Skinder says we're still getting cards. Abim says we're still getting cards. All right, we're going to do this then. I'm going to try and farm cards out of a Kinder Egg. All right, 2,500 points. This is up to 5.6. Okay. Did not draw the egg. That's fine. First thing we're going to do is throw these guys together. Now, we only get 5 rolls. Could you move the cam a bit up so we can see the calculator history? I guess so. How's that? Right, yeah, we get 5 rolls right now. So I think I probably want to put at least something into this roll to get some value. Probably one of the spin downs. We did 15 times 5.6. That's only 84 points. That's not very many, is it? Feels like it should be way more than that, but it's because these guys are worth so much more comparatively. I might then even throw this, because I think this won't win. And we start with the, well, let me do some math here. We got time to do math. 20 plus 15 plus 7. No. Times, oh, I hate the history thing. 35 times 5.6 times 2 is 300 points. I think doing this is fine. I just want to get the spin down numbers to not be on odds when we leave the encounter. I'm glad you enjoyed the spin top one. You now have like 1 pixel space between the cam and the calculator. Does that make you happier? Is that better? We can also consider selling rings here. 375 a piece, 250 a piece, 150. So common, uncommon, rare, 150, 250, 375. The reroll ring is going to let us farm the egg more efficiently, so I really want to keep that one. Ace up the finger can also give cards, hypothetically. I think I'm going to roll this to start, because this can't bust us. Okay. What does Pinata times 5.6 give us a range at? Is it effectively 500 to 1,000? Seems pretty good to me. Right? It's just a free 500 to 1,000 points with 5.6 mult. With a Psycho Die, this is where all the mechanics come in. Psycho Die gives it extra value, but that extra value isn't calculated until the following round or that round. Oh boy! Lucky 7, we are not throwing, it's a waste. First dime I want to throw. 560 to 1120 could glass. Yeah, the glass risks exploding. I'm trying to figure out if Psycho Die effectively doubles the value of Pinata if it gives its value to itself before it explodes. Next round for the extra value calculation, okay? Alright, then I'm gonna throw... I'm gonna throw this. This faces a 1, it gives us a card. That's 1,000 points. Adds back to your bag the last die that was destroyed on the table. That would be a ghost Pinata, right? I could take a ghost Pinata. Dice rolling rocks never end all. Okay. We still need 1,000 points. I'm just going to use this now. We got a non-ghost pinata back. That's nice. Big fan of that. This roll we're getting +8 extra. I think I want to throw this. 50 times 5.6. 58 times 5.6. Is 300 points. It's only 300 points. Oh. We need more points than that. But I've got nothing else I can responsibly throw right now. That's very scary. We get a 4 on the egg. That's lush. Charge card is terrible. Okay, that was more points than I thought it was going to be, I must admit. We now need 400 points. What is 50 times 5.6? 280 points. What is this on? Oh, this is on like a bajillion points because it's got 60 plus 58. That's going to be too much. 50 times 5.6 is 280. If we get 280 plus 2090 is 370. I then need 130 more. 14 times 5.6 is 78. 19 times 5.6 is 106. So we do that. So we do the bomb on its own first, and then we do the 19 spin down on its own after. Just going to double check my math because it would be horrible to go wrong now. Times 5.6 is 280. 280 plus 19 times 5.6 equals 386.4 plus 2090 is 4. We're 24 points short if we do that. I can sell a card. All right, let's do that then. Sell the charge card. Throw the bomb. That leaves us needing 80 points now. Um, 19 times 5.6 equals 106 points. That's what we need, right? That takes us up to 2.56 or something. Okay. I think we take another glass die. Just for the 2x. And then we just have to get through the even where we get the 2x multiplier gift from the even. Oh, God. Yes. Last die for the 2x here. Go away, fly. Mystery gift for an exo die. Absolutely not. We are not re-rolling this boss. There's nothing else to do. We go into the even. This, we are just going to up as big as it goes because the boss is scary. Right, we need 4,000 points. We need to not get to 4,400 points. Keep reminding me that the even is a 2x multiplier. Because if I forget that, we're cooked. Now, Pinata is a pain, because if it comes out even, that is a huge boon. If it doesn't, it's a real kick in the teeth. Let's start by just doing some basic math. This guy is 60. 60 times 6.1 times 2 times 2 is 1,464 times 2 again for the even is 3,000 points. Right? Because that would be... Let's do that again. 60 is the base value of Incubus. Times 2 for glass. Times 2 for glass. Times 2 for the even. Times 6.1 is 2,928 points. That gets us so close to 4,000 that I feel great about it. The glass die. These glass die are 2x to everything. And at this point, I'm not that worried if they break because we're so close to home. So it's 60 times 2 for the glass, times 2 for the other glass, times 2 for the even, times 6.1 for stamps, gets us to just under 3k. And I think we could probably throw Mystery Gift now as well, because even if it gets destroyed, we still get the stuff out of it, and then our bag is thinner. So I think I'm going to start with that. Reroll. No. All right, there's almost 3,000 points on the nose. We get another glass die back, which is interesting. We have 4 rolls left. We also have a draw card and a roll card. What am I... What's all this? Let's do more math. 375 plus 150 plus 250 is 775 plus another 100 is 875. So really, I just need 125 points. I'm not throwing Pinata right now. If it's even, it would ruin me. Right now, this 875 is just points from selling stuff. So if I do that plus 2,990, I need 135 points. So what's 18? Or what's 25? Oh, it's 18 times 2 plus... Oh, the even makes that really unpleasant math. So 18 times... I don't know how to do this math because 18's even, but the extra value is going to come in at some... I guess it's just an even die. It has an even face, but its value is going to get multiplied. So it's going to be 25 times 6.1 times 2 is 305. I think that is fine. It's even. It's getting the extra values of 25 times 6.1 times 2 is 305. We need 135, which does not go over 4.4, and then we just start selling stuff. Throw nothing this roll, then bomb and glass will win. I mean, this will win too, right? You could add one roll to be safe. Technically, yes, because I don't need that 50 points, but I could also do it later. But I think I can roll this for 305 right now, and that's fine. We're definitely not going to bust on this. Oh, it became a 17. Oh, gross. It worked the opposite way that I wanted it to work. Okay, we have one roll less, but we have our plus roll card, so it's not over. Right now, 50 times 6.1 times 2 is 610 points. We could throw that comfortably, right? And then sell some stuff. That'll be fine. 50 times 6.1 times 2, 610. And then sell some bits. I'm so uncertain in everything that my brain is trying to do right now. It's unbelievable. But I know this just works. It's 50 times 6.1 times 2, 610. Just roll it. Just do it. Right, 3.6. $3.98. 4,003. Roll an empty hand. Skip rolls. Challenge complete. Chat. Chat, chat, chat. You made this happen. You made this happen. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I was so glad that we won that one because I knew that was probably going to be the last run of the day because it's getting late over here. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out while we do this. We should do this again on other like challenges and stuff. This is so much fun. And like, I never have to think about doing this challenge again. But yeah, the plan is, so I always want to stream more than I do. So I figured this would be a good start. In about 8 weeks, Major League Balatro Season 4 should be starting. I think that's the plan. But I'd like to stream at least once a week before then, so that when it does come round to Major League Balatro time, I'm not like, oh, streaming. So unfortunately, Goose is not in the room. Goose is downstairs with his mum somewhere, unfortunately. So no Goose for right now. I'm so sorry. I would love to show you guys more Goose. Let's get the happy music back. But yes, thank you guys ever so much for coming and hanging out. There will be more streams. Make sure you subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I will let you guys know when other things are happening. If you aren't already, go join my community Discord server. I always tell people what's going on over there as well. Otherwise, I'll see you guys very, very soon. I appreciate you all. Bye, guys. Bye.